Hey guys, how's it going? This is Michael.
This is Kyle.
And this is our trailer reaction review to Shazam! Shazam finally came out. Been looking forward Been looking forward to Shazam for a while now. Just really curious on how they're going to portray it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I've heard things about it. It's been out for about a week now. Comic-Con was last week. And so we put off trying to find all the trailers, but people talk and everything. Yeah. So I've heard a little bit about it.
Have you?
But I don't know much about it at all.
Yeah.
Including the character itself.
I shut myself off completely to Comic-Con so that we could do this. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's because I'm really I'm super looking forward to what this actually is going to be about. I have no idea.
I haven't seen any of the trailers, but I'm very happy that Shazam is actually going to come out.
Yeah, me too.
Because this is going to be the boon that the DCEU needs, I think. Assuming this is a DCEU film.
I would assume so.
Okay.
I mean, just like Marvel, right? Every new superhero movie comes out that is somewhere involved in it.
Right, but recently Joaquin Phoenix was announced as the Joker in the Joker solo movie.
You're right.
And that's apart from the DCEU origin story that has nothing to do with the other movie. So I don't know if... I feel like it would have to be, though, right? Because you're going to introduce him.
I think so. I think you do.
All right.
Anyway, let's check it out, though. I'm super excited. This is Shazam trailer reaction. Let's check it out.
Okay. Here we go. Play.
You've run from foster homes in 6 counties.
I can take care of myself.
When you're 18, give these people a chance. Because that's what they're giving you.
This is Billy Batson. Make sure you make him feel at home.
They seem nice, but don't buy it. It gets real Game of Thrones around here. Dude, just messing around. You look at me and you're like, why so dark? You're a disabled foster kid. You've got it all. If you could have one superpower, what would you pick? Everybody chooses flight. You know why?
So they can fly away from this conversation.
No, because heroes fly.
What, you need your fake family to stand up for you? Hey! Man, sorry about that. Go, go, go!
Billy Batson, I choose you as champion.
Hello?
Say my name so my powers may flow through you.
But I don't know your name, sir.
Shazam.
Wait, for real? Say, okay! Shazam?
Nice.
It's me, it's Billy!
What is happening?
You're the only person I know that knows anything about this Cape Crusader stuff.
Can I...
Oh, yeah. That's crazy, right?
What are your superpowers?
Superpowers, dude? I don't even know how to pee in this thing.
AM to the PM, PM to the AM.
You have super strength. Can you fly?
If I quit your PM, I still rock with Sega. If I quit the season, I still
Kind
You
of.
okay? Why are you talking?
Beyond.
Nice.
Sit down.
I don't think that's gonna buff out.
Your phone's charged. Your phone's charged.
What the hell?
Bad guy, right?
Ooh. That's sick. That was good.
You have bullet immunity.
I'm bulletproof. You're dead.
Sorry about your window, but you're welcome for not getting robbed.
Oh, hey. What's up? I'm a superhero.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay. All right, that's pretty cool. I like that. The couple things now. Obviously, my first initial take. Obviously, this is stemming from one character. Shazam is a multitude of kids, isn't it?
I believe so. That's from what I
remember. The origin
remember.
is like multiple. I think like they're friends, and then they all like kind of happen to them. Like Shazam's supposed to be multiple kids. I guess you can't.
The only thing I know about Shazam is from like Injustice or from like the Flashpoint Paradox or like the things that I watched from that.
Yeah.
But that's it. So
yeah.
And as far as I know, he's one of many kids. Now, does he acquire
Can he
kids?
absorb kids? Like Highlander?
That's a terrible power.
Like a Highlander, there can only be one. Like they all get absorbed type of deal.
But that means like he dies, the kid dies, right?
Yeah.
So,
Who's that actor?
Zachary Levi.
Zachary Levi. Okay,
Yeah.
Because I knew I recognized him. I couldn't
He's from
remember
Chuck,
where from.
I believe.
Yeah,
I never watched Chuck.
He's the brother in Chuck or somebody. But in any case, I mean, it looked really good. It's so funny because it takes like the dark, sinister tone of like The Dark Knight and like Man of Steel, and it brings this kid funny character into it.
I mean, the universe, like
Into the
DCEU.
universe, yeah.
Because the DCE, and we did see that this was part of the DCEU because there was
The Batman
Batman
symbol.
and Superman on a newspaper.
Yeah.
So therefore, it is part of the DCEU,
Yes,
right?
yes, I think that's.
I mean, I guess technically it doesn't have to be. It could take place in a separate universe.
I mean,
than the current
technically
one.
it could, but I think for the sake of simplicity, I think it all takes place in the
because
same
that's what
world.
So the DCEU is, isn't it? They're
Yeah.
being simple.
Yeah, I mean that's true.
But yeah, so that's such a different take than all the other DC movies.
Yeah,
Like it wasn't gritty, it wasn't dark, it was big, but with superheroes.
it really did. It
felt
feel
like Big.
It really did feel like Big,
Right?
Where he's on the window, he's like, I don't even know how to pee in this thing.
Yeah.
Like, so it definitely felt like it had a big aspect to
That's
it.
a really cool concept, actually. Big, but with superheroes.
And then he has to like figure out all of his powers. And I like how he's going down the checklist, right? He's got super strength. He's got bullet immunity.
Because you think about it, if
which is
you're
the
a
first time I
kid,
heard
that's
concept.
what that's what you would do, right? Like
what can you do?
Yeah,
Let's
what
see
can
it.
I do? Like
Yeah.
how far are my powers? When he changed from Billy Batson
Yeah, just
to
the
Shazam,
lightning bolt, that was sick.
that was a cool transition.
Okay, so how do you like Zachary Levi as the character Shazam?
I have a caveat to that. Like, I like him if that was actually him working out and getting that ripped, and that
That's a
wasn't
buff
just
suit?
padding like
Yeah.
a buff suit. But supposedly he really got that big. So
But they put a buff suit on him anyway?
what does
Because
that-
I feel like it
does that
was
look
clearly a buff suit. That looked like a buff suit to me.
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, it might not have been, but like... But he, I mean, okay. The reason I'm looking at it is
It didn't look like
proportional
he
wise,
fit.
he had a really skinny neck and like a really skinny head, so it didn't look proportionally.
So he looked like a kid. He looked like a kid who just became a superhero.
yeah, who just? I mean, that's yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
that
that's
makes
what they're
sense.
going for.
Yeah.
The lighting was kind of huge. Like
Yeah.
like I remember that's what it looks like in Injustice and everything. But it was just like so overpowering.
Yeah.
And then it was like it was a source of light, so his face was really lit up yellow. I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, it looked like it was almost separate from the suit. Like it was like almost that lightning bolt instead of being a symbol was more of almost like the Green Lantern's ring type of thing,
Right.
Where like it's actually adding to his powers.
Yeah. Yeah. I really like that
Or
part
maybe
where
the source
where
of
he was like
powers.
charging people's phones in the mall,
Yeah,
and
that's
then the one guy's phone rings. He's like, "What the hell?"
I feel like that's what you do.
That was pretty funny.
I feel like that's what you do too. If you were a kid and you had these like electric superpowers.
Well, I think it lends itself to be a really good superhero origin story because it's going to be him discovering his powers and what he can do. And I don't know much about the villains in Shazam or anything. Again, I don't know a lot
Yeah.
about Shazam. But the guy who's blocked his punch, he looks like he's going to be
obviously the antagonist.
yeah.
So I don't know who that could be. Hopefully you guys can let us know who that might be down below. But it looked like he also had to have superpowers as well. At least the very least super strength, right? Because Shazam was super strong and he stopped his punch and he's like, huh?
Right.
But so maybe that's an equal match for Shazam, like kind of his counterpart, because a lot of superhero movies do that, like Spider-Man, Venom, that type
I'll
of
say
thing.
I think this is going to be a lot like Spider-Man: Homecoming, in the sense that it's a kid who wants to be a superhero but doesn't really understand what all that entails, and he learns through trial and error and very dangerous situations that being a superhero means more than just having powers and beating bad guys and that kind of stuff. And I thought Spider-Man: Homecoming did that really well, especially when the Vulture had him under the rubble and he was crying and you just heard that he was just a kid, like trying to get out of there and everything. Yeah. And he's like, "Please help me, somebody help me," until he found it within himself to do it himself and get himself out of there. But I really do think it's going to be like, much like Tom Hanks in Big learned what it meant to be an adult. Like he was a kid at first enjoying the adult things, and then everything, like all the responsibilities, everything that comes with an adult life. I think that's going to translate really well to a superhero a kid superhero learning all the responsibilities and what it means to actually be a superhero by the end of it.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it has the potential to be really good. My only concern is it kind of looks like to me, it almost feels like a fish out of water because Zachary Levi is this, lovable, fun character, and he's plucked into this really dark, the Dark Knight world.
The Flash was the same thing.
Yeah,
and they introduced, but he worked in the Justice League. Like the Flash is one of the few things that actually worked in that movie that sort of counterbalanced to everyone being. Although I think,
but this isn't a counterbalance. This is a head.
Did you like
person.
Thor? Did you like Thor Ragnarok? Really?
Yeah.
I really like Thor Ragnarok.
That could be another. That's a.
But only because I went in there with a different mindset that this is a comedy. It's not. It's no longer like the other Thor movies. It's a comedy. Yeah. This is not like the other DCEU movies. This is a comedy.
But it takes place. It looks like it takes place in the same world. Like it's gritty. Yeah. Like even cinematically, it's darker.
But the colors
it's grittier.
But the colors are so bright and they're so vibrant, and it's such a good difference.
The contrast. That's why I'm thinking. Like
right.
I'll see how it works. But it looks like it could be really, really good.
Yeah. I think it will be really good, and I think it'll probably be my favorite DC film. I'm just gonna call that right now. Like I think the best universally is Wonder Woman is the best DCEU film so far.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, well, that's just I'm talking about.
I know this isn't popular, but I like Justice League. Justice League to me is the best one.
The critical reception, the general audience. I think what the majority of people believe is that Wonder Woman is the best one so far, with like it's 75 or 80% on Rotten Tomatoes. Everything else is below that in the DCEU. Okay. And for good reason. You can pick apart any of these movies, but Wonder Woman had like a good lighthearted tone. This, I think, will, if this movie is successful, it's going to influence how the rest of the DCEU movies are going to be, including the upcoming Aquaman, which we haven't seen the trailer yet for.
No, we haven't. That's the one we'll have to get to like right after this, hopefully soon.
But depending on how that one looks, I feel like if this does well, and Aquaman does not do well, because that's most likely, I haven't seen the trailer, but most likely that's going to be like in the same tone as Justice League or whatever. Mm-hmm. Then this movie can change the DCEU permanently in terms of tone. And they might get away from the dark, gritty tone and do more lighthearted things.
Yeah, we'll see.
Especially a Superman movie. I think
this could be the movie that paves the way. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching and sticking on with us. We have a lot more coming out. Make sure you go check out our Facebook page down below. It's univ underscore critics at Facebook. We're going to have a lot of stuff, posted content there. We have a lot of stuff to get to. We're getting through a lot of content, so be sure to be tuned. Hit that subscription button. Hit the bell, too, so that you'll get notified anytime we have one come out. We just hit 1,000 subscribers. We just hit 1,000 subscribers. Super awesome, guys. Can't believe it. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe down below. All the people that made it possible to hit 1,000, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Keep the suggestions coming. We do a lot of the videos that you guys suggest, and we really appreciate it, and we like to watch them. So make sure that you guys keep
and the more you comment too, we watch we look at all the comments.
Yeah, we do. We look at all the comments. We really appreciate
including the hurtful ones.
Especially the hurtful ones. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is Michael.
This is Kyle.
And this has been a critique on the universe of trailers.
Later, guys.